Thanks for joining us for our instructions on using the Bellsouth 100. We've shown you how to use the manual turn incubator, but some people say the manual turn incubator is a little large for them and they'd like something with some more facilities. We do have the machine as a semi-automatic turn machine. That means you push and pull a lever to roll the eggs over, and a fully automatic turn machine. Let me just show you how you would convert the machine to a semi-automatic incubator. You take the thermometer and you take it off this bracket and you're going to put it on a new bracket which comes in the semi-automatic turner box. And there's the new bracket mounted up on one of the tray dividers that's going to go inside the incubator. So we're going to change the sort of bracket that the machine has. There's a little bung in the end of the incubator here, and we're going to remove the little bung because that's where the turning arm is going to be placed. And here's our semi-automatic turner. Now the semi-automatic turner has a bundle of tray dividers which are going to be used to hold the eggs in place. It has a little bag with a funnel, a little knob, and the bracket that you mount the thermometer on. It has the turning tray with a push rod, and that push rod is used for moving the tray backwards and forwards. And it has the frame of the incubator with its little rollers in there, and these little rollers are what the tray moves on. Now we're going to place that tray with a little hole matching up with the slot in the side of the incubator. We're then going to take the moving tray with a push rod and place the push rod through the little hole into the outside world. Now we've placed the tray inside so the tray can move backwards and forwards in the incubator. We'll get the little knob and we'll place the knob on the end of the control shaft. And so we'll screw that knob on the end of the control shaft so that we've got something nice to pull it backwards and forwards with. Now, it's an important thing that when you put the turner in, either the semi-automatic or fully automatic, there should be a little gap along the side of the tray here, about 2 millimeters wide. Okay, we make it deliberately so that it's never too tight, but sometimes you'll find the mouldings will leave it being a little bit too loose. So all we do is we have an extra divider in there that we pop down the side, so there's about a 2 millimeter gap. This allows for nice smooth operation of the tray, and at the same time has the tray supported on the rollers. We then take our tray dividers and we set our tray dividers up in the machine, starting from one end, so that what we can do is place our egg wherever the egg disappeared to. Here it is. Place our egg in the incubator, and what we do is set the tray dividers up so that the egg is not being held tight by the dividers, but there is a little bit of movement space between each side of the egg and the dividers. This means that when we push and pull the lever, the egg will now roll over inside the dividers. So we set our eggs up in nice, neat, straight rows, as many eggs as we can fit into the machine. If you're doing quail, you'll fit 120 eggs in there. If you're fitting goose, you'll fit less, and so on and so on. Right? And you can adjust the spacing to suit just exactly the size of the egg that you're putting in there. Okay, now when you come to the centre one, you pop this one in here, which is the divider which has the thermometer on it. We set the temperature exactly the same way as we set the temperature in the manual turn machine. We put the egg in next to the thermometer. We adjust by bending the bracket up and down until the bottom of the thermometer bulb is level with the top of the egg. We're going to set the temperature for 103 degrees, just the same way as we would with the manual turn incubator. It's a little tricky to fill up the water in there because it's a bit harder to see down there. We do have a little filling funnel that you can use to fill up the water underneath. You can use a matchstick as a dipstick to check the water level underneath the tray. Pushing and pulling the tray turns the eggs over. Very simple, very straightforward, but it holds about half the number of eggs because now the eggs are in nice, neat, straight rows. Well, all the other aspects of incubation, hatching and so on are all the same. However, if you do hatch on the tray, it is important that you clean it properly after hatch. Make sure you wash all the rollers and make sure they're nice and clean. Thanks very much for viewing our instructions. The automatic turn will be on the next video. Thank you.